Snickers and I here, and today's discussion is going to be about how your energy influences your horse. So I want to say, today I was feeling irritated just because some people in my life were, encroaching on my personal space in a little bit of a way, and I'm sure that I was overreacting a little bit. I didn't have an altercation with anybody, but internally I was perturbed. I was feeling irritated, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna go see my horse because that's always a good time. It's positive. He's a great horse, but often I find when I go and see my horse, when I've had a bad day, I'm a little upset, I'm irritated, that's not the time for me to be doing any kind of extracurricular things with my horse. So what I'm getting at here is, Snickers, come on, hold on, come on. Good boy, come on. He's like, I'm so comfy where I'm at. Good. Okay. So, Snickers and I here, we just worked on Liberty out in the field. I realized I wasn't in a good state of mind to do any riding with him. I know from times in the past, if I come to the farm and I'm kind of hot, it's not going to translate well to Snickers. So horses are very energetically aware of other beings. So if I have, some pain or rage or other types of emotions going on in my life, my horse is going to pick up on those really easily, and they're going to say, hey, Katie, I see you today. You're not looking right. You're making me uncomfortable just with how your heartbeat is, with how your breathing rate is, and that's going to only degrade the more that I try to control him. And so I was thinking when I got to the farm, I should do some horseback riding, relax, get in the saddle, forget about my worries. But oftentimes that's not the case when you're with a horse. They're going to see that you as a person are not there. You're in your head, you're thinking about what you should have said, how unfair your day has been, whatever the case may be. And so to think that you're going to get in the saddle and just have a chillaxing kind of time can often not be the case. And especially a horse like Snickers, who is a little bit more in himself as far as self-reliance goes. He's a bit more of a boss horse. So he's gonna kind of test me. He's gonna be like, hey girl, you're a little weird today, so how about I throw some curveballs at you? And so for he and I, it's only going to degrade. So I want to talk about how important it is to come to the farm with a clear conscience, and how important it is to be ever present when you're out with your horse, because they are bouncing off of you saying, hey, are you cool today? Are you my leader today? Are you on top of things today? Because if you're not on top of things, I'm gonna have to take over. So I kind of had that insight before I saddled up. I was close. I almost put a saddle on him, and then I thought, I don't want to do that today. I want to release my prior feelings. And so what Snickers and I did instead was just a bit of free lunging Liberty out in this big pasture here where we have space. He can run away, he can buck, he can be crazy, I can chase him, I can watch him buck, I can enjoy myself. these interactions are so close to, they're close to bringing you to the present, into the flow. So it's like, you know, when you paint a picture or you read a book or you listen to some good music and all of a sudden, whoosh, you know, 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour has gone by and you're like, wow, that's the flow. And that's a really important space for us humans to get into, because we often are in our brains, you know, cycling. What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing next? What did we do yesterday? And so for you to come into the present, your horse is going to help you do that, but you have to be conscious of yourself and say, oh, I'm not going to think about what I'm going to do at the grocery store right now. So, you know, your brain is going to creep in these little thoughts while you're working with your horse, and you kind of have to be right there, right now. You might have seen just a few seconds ago, Snickers spooked about something. It was in the present, something scared him. He said, oh, I gotta go. He bunched up, he got scared, and then immediately he digested it because there was no threat. The moment had passed and he was on to the next moment. You know, what spook? He's always in the present. So by Snickers and I not riding today, instead doing a little bit of liberty, we were able to have a better time than, you know, complicating the situation, you know, by me getting on his back, you know, me feeling like needing more control over him, because riding is control. Your leg cues, your seat, your hands, the reins, the speed, all of that is control. So I thought about that situation, how it wouldn't be good for my mental state today, and so instead we had a splendid time running amok here in this big paddock, and Snickers got to show off his cool bucking and, you know, dashing through the trees, and I got to watch that. I was extremely in the present. It was a releasing type moment because I didn't have to think about how annoyed I was about the earlier situation. And now we're here, we're chill, he's with me. I don't have a lead rope, he's just here with me because I'm here with him. And I didn't damage our relationship by, you know, coming in with a bad mental state and, you know, trying to put my mental state onto him. So I hope that was clear. I hope that there was some information to gain off of this little lecture. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I know Snickers and I are going to have a great day. Thank you.